Fellow Ugandans and comrades, I greet you all. My name is Fred K. Yes, I know the situation which you are going through. Yeah, this pandemic called COVID. It is a dangerous disease. It is not only in Uganda, it is all over the world. So, you follow the guidelines from the Ministry of Health. Wash your hands. When you go to the public, put on mask and sanitize all the time. Yeah, with the power of God, this disease will go away. Yes, I'm very happy I have some information and message I would like to convey to you all. Yes, this is about all governance in our country. I see all the forces of change which would like to change the leadership from the current regime, which is regarded as the oppressive regime, the tyrannical regime. This regime is not simple. Yeah, the president is using all the state machineries to oppress all the oppositions. I don't know whether even there is political parties and the opposition. Because if you are not allowed to go and talk to your people, which type of parties and governance you are preparing to participate in? No. That's not the way how Uganda should be. That's why all of us, we are advocating for a change. We are advocating for a change. But I see the person we are fighting is well prepared to confront all forces of change coming to outweigh him. Yeah. For example, for the people who are seeing further than the way how it is, you can see it from the COVID-19. Yeah, he's commanding all the forces. All the forces have occupied the streets. And from the beginning, you saw the brutality they imposed on Ugandans. If COVID, yes, we know how dangerous COVID is, but it did not mean to break people's bones and torture them the way how they are doing. I know he's well positioned to crush all the opposition, and he's very ready to stay in power at all costs. Yeah, if you look at the LDUs, these LDUs, my friend, they are not there to protect the communities. They have trained them, given them enough weapons to confront all the forces of change which would like to change the governance of the country in favor of the incumbent president. Check. For example, if you see the type of arm they are having, everyone is having a new AK-47, is having loaded with a magazine, 30 rounds, plus 3 magazines put in the chest, as if they are going for war. It is true, yes, they are going for war. They are going to war to fight Ugandans, to terrorize them. Not now, but 2021. These people are being commanded. There are some backup behind them. And you know them. Safasa, you know them. Those are the people. They camouflage. They camouflage in the uniform of the police, prison, UPDF, in order to instigate pain on Ugandans. It was so unfortunate when I saw the Honorable Zake, how they treated them. Those are the same people. Don't think, even other people who have lost life in the struggle. For example, if you look at it, Kawesa was the assistant IGP. The man was a big man, but now he's gone forever. No one is talking about him. Look at Abiliga, a strong NRM, was taken down. But the people, for them, they say they don't know, and they are carrying out investigation to know who did it. It has ended. No one is commenting about it. If you look at Yasin Kauma from the north, taken away by the same people I've been talking about. Let me tell you, those people, they are not there to protect the one man. But they are there even to terrorize Uganda at all cost by letting him stay in power. So if you look at, I don't know, people power, how prepared you are to confront such situation. You see, in the curfew situation, how security forces have managed you. Now, let me predict. What I'm predicting during the election, what is going to happen is, during this election, all security forces will come up with all the machineries in order to confront whoever would like to bring chaos in the after election. I know all roundabouts plus the streets will be monitored by security forces, and there will be an announcement that it is only the Electoral Commission which is mandated to announce the results of the results from the election. No one else is mandated to. Another instruction will be, after voting, go back home and wait for the results. Whereas the opposition is saying start the polling station until they count and know who is taking that polling station. For him, he will say, after voting, go away. Stay home, wait for the results. And it is only the Electoral Commission which has the mandate to announce the results. So people power, what are you preparing to do in a situation like that? Whereby, even if the leader is the winner and you know it very well, yes, he has influence, he can win. But I don't think whether he will be declared as the president. The declaration of people power president. This old man, my friend, if he appears on a ballot paper, that is a fallacy. That is a myth. But you have a struggle. You have a struggle. You should not give up with the struggle. So what I'm saying and what I'm advising the people power is to make sure that this advice I will give may cause as time goes on, the way how I am on the line, we shall see. I have a lot of advice. I have so many ways how power can change. We have so many ways. But people power, you must be prepared. Power will not come on the silver plate, the way how you think. Power cannot be on a silver plate. Come to you on a silver plate. These people are ready to battle with whoever would like to come out and reject the result of the elections, which are coming out of the election. Yeah. I think people power, there should be another force which is supposed to work concurrently with the people power. Another force will be Forces of Change for a Better Uganda. Movement for Forces of Change for a Better Uganda. If that movement for Forces of Change for Better Uganda come in working with people power, we see, okay, there are so many other forces. For example, there is FDC, there is DP, there is all those political parties. But Uganda, I don't think whether all Ugandans do believe in political parties. It is a movement party. That's why I say that maybe Kyagulanyi is on the right track, whereby he has collected all the people from different parties to come together as people power, our power. Yes. I know they confused him. They wanted him to register it as a party. That I don't know who advised him not to. If he had registered the other party, they would have been hunting all those ones who are belonging in it. But now it is working undercover. That is the right track. That is an advantage. But now, Ugandans are not ready for a change. Ugandans are not ready for coercive, for comprehensive type of change which it needs. I see it from the COVID. Now you see. Now, for example, even I wonder how Ugandans think. For example, how can two people or three come with the AK-47 and kill one member from the community, shoot him down, and you just keep quiet, you just watch over? They have killed him. You see them going. I saw that time on the TV. People came with a gun and they shot one man down, and other people were just looking on. Come on, you can't wake up. Don't allow anyone to come in your community, kill one person and let him go like that. Most especially when he is not in the uniform. Even if he's in the uniform, police uniform, how can you allow that person to come and kill a member in your community and you just keep quiet? Yes, that's what I'm saying, people power. Ugandans are a bit behind. They have a lot of fear. In the community, for us, when we grew up in the community, I'm a bit old because I know whatever used to happen in Obote's regime, whereby they used to bring these letters of the Echirochitwa Alomunaku. But there is a way how we confronted those people, because those are the soldiers from the barracks who used to come and attack our villages. By taking, they know who sold the coffee, who sold the banana, and who is having money, who doesn't have. They could come in communities and terrorize people. But we had an approach whereby all the youths on the community could not sleep in the house, and one could step at the top of the tree whenever he could spot them, makes an alarm, the whole village shouts. That process made these people to get scared whenever they could come to the village, and the whole village drums up, shouts, they could go away. They know that these people may do mob justice on us, although they had guns. You know, a gun cannot solve everything. Even if you have a gun, if a community, if a village rise up against that person who is having a gun, you can find him running away. Even sometimes he can throw away the uniform. So Ugandans are not ready for that. I think because of what happened during the 86 war, they still have that fear. But Ugandans, don't allow any person to come in your community and kill one member, you let him go. Most especially these people who are not uniformed. Let me do not mention the procedures, how you can attack such kind of people. But okay, it is a form. Sometimes they call it inciting violence, but that is not inciting violence. If a person comes in a community and kills some members and just go, it means that no one is safe in the community. Next time they will come for you. So I urge all Ugandans to come out, to rise. Such a person who comes and kill one member in a community, rise up. Don't allow them to go. Don't allow them to go. Drum, the way how they used to do in our villages. Make an drum, encircle them, and finish them from there. Sorry to mention, finish them from there. Now where I'm seeing where Uganda is going, is all people to have self-defense. Because the state has failed to defend you. Which means that you should look for the other ways of defending yourself. Previously, I was talking about election, because I foresee whatever is going to happen. Yes, security forces will come and monitor streets. Roadblock will appear. LDUs are already trained and instructed to disperse all the communities which would like to rise up immediately after election. What I see with the FDC, Dr. Kizza Besigye, I respect him so much. That man has struggled for the country. Although there are some other people who are saying he's coming from the same place. My friend, all the people who are coming from that region are not in line with whatever is going on in our country. Not that all of them are supporting all the dubious acts of the government. Even I used to think maybe, even the way how this man called Tamai Milundi, the way how he calls them the Kaju people. These Kaju people, not all of them are happy of whatever is going on. And I urge some people power who have mentality of saying that you people, you are not Ugandans, you will go away, my friend. If a person is born in that country, you have no mandate and powers to chase him away. Because that person has grown up in that country, doesn't know anywhere apart from that country. That's where he calls his citizenship. How can you chase him away? Rwandese are part of Ugandans. Yes, Rwandese are part of Ugandans. We have married them, we have produced with them. How will you scrutinize them to say that you people, go away? This is our country, go back to Rwanda. Oh, do you expect Rwanda to welcome them? Because I know most of them are in the forces. Going there, it means that, in fact, the other wing will suspect them of overthrowing their government. So let us accommodate them. Not all of them are bad. But in the new government which is coming, which I know that there will be change no matter when. But I know when. If people power is well organized, I know the leader of people power has a lot of influence to bring change in the country. Although his people behind him, they are not bite ready. Because I don't think whether that leader, if he's on the street and the police comes to arrest him, there are some people who are ready to die with him. All of them will just look at him and say, apart from the lawyers who will go and rescue him from the police, that is not a kind of fraternity and comradeship I expect from the people who are supporting their leader. You must be ready to go down with him. You must be ready to go down with him. So another group which I would like to know or to rename as the Forces of Change for Better Uganda. This group, I heard it somewhere, but it has good ideas. It has better ways of bringing change in the country. Inspiration and love for the country is the only way. I know people have power. They have taken a lot. They are rich. They have stolen all the national funds. And they go direct to the back of Uganda and get an amount of money they want. We shall not accept that stupidity to happen in the new company. In the new governance, that stupidity will not be allowed. There is a lot of nepotism. Nepotism in terms of employment. The national cake is shared according to the people which are coming from the other side, whereas people from the other side, they are eating nothing. That is what the new government, Forces of Change for Better Uganda, could not accept and allow. Employment should be by merit. Employment in the country, all government institutions should be by merit, not by the families, not from the family background or associate of the ancient leaders. Everyone must have an opportunity of occupying any office in the country. That's what we call equal opportunity for everyone. The advantage of that, equal opportunity can promote equal income distribution, whereby you see other regions also will benefit from the national cake. We know now. In fact, there is a lot of things, maybe zigzagging, staggering. But I would have discussed on the way how the incumbent president has stationed himself in power. How he has grabbed the power. I know his farm. First of all, he has a lot of belief in the forces. He knows that all the forces believe in him. And that is a fallacy. I don't think whether it is true. Because the constitution of Uganda mandated some security forces to protect Ugandans and their properties and the territorial integrity of the country. That is the UPDF. If you look at the police to protect people and their properties. If you look at the prison, also it has its role. But there are some bandit groups which are created. For example, you know them, I will not mention them. Those bandit group, they want to prove themselves to be at the head of all the constitutionally established forces. And they are the one in the command. But they can do whatever they are wanting to do. Yes, they can do whatever they want to do. They can brutalize Ugandans, but I don't know where they will hide if change comes. I do believe if change comes in the country, the new governance will not blink an eye on them. All of them will be apprehended. They have to answer whatever they have committed. Ugandans know them. Whoever is brutalizing Ugandans know you. You have nowhere to hide. I don't believe in revenge. Because the new government, if the new government believes in revenge, you never know. At the end of it all, it may do the same. What about another government will also revenge? Is that the type of governance we should have? We should have a peace and reconciliation program whereby such people who have committed atrocities to Ugandans should be heard. In fact, it is Ugandans to judge. Because if you come in the community and you kill some people, the relatives of those people you have killed will be the one to judge you. Not the president of the time. It will be the people to judge you, to know what to do for you. Because the current president, who will be in power, if he does so, it means that revenge again will come on him. But if all the people say, these are the people who have tortured us, these are the people who have stolen government money, these are the people who have done this, they will be the one to judge you in order to clean up the hands of the incoming president. Yeah. But Uganda is a beautiful country, gifted by nature, blessed. That's why it is called the Pearl of Africa. The only problem we have in Uganda is bad governance and patriotism. All the leaders in Uganda, they are not patriotic to their country. Because the leader who wants the country to have better, who wants the country to grow economically, people to improve people's livelihood, cannot act the way how the current leader is. Now, the constitution was changed from the term limit. The removal of the term limit marked the beginning of the backward slide, the backward movement. Immediately when the president removed term limit, the whole country knew that the current president is not ready to surrender power to any other person, which is very true. I don't know whether Ugandans know, but they know. The removal of age limit was the turning point for all Ugandans to rise and say no. Enough is enough. I saw how the members of parliament were battered. I expected all Ugandans to come on the street to say, how can you beat our members of parliament, which were elected? But no one came. Yes, people power. Do you learn from that? People power. Do you learn from that? If no person can come for your rescue, how sure are you that immediately after 2021 election? you will be supported by these people. I expect a lot of negligence. Yeah, I expect a lot of neglect from the diehards of people power. Forces of Change for Democratic Uganda. That's FDC. President, the people's president, that is Dr. Kizza Besigye. I respect him. He has fought for the country. He wants a better Uganda, no matter where he's coming from. And I know all people knows the truth, apart from some few who think that we have given you a lot of time. So many times we decided for you to become the president. How come that you could not defend yourself in order to take power? Even me sometimes, because I know Dr. Kizza Besigye had the capacity to confront the current regime, because he won the election, not only 2016, even 2011, he won. So from 2011, he would have devised other means in 2016. If last time was not announced, 2016, what should I do? That's what battered. That's what batters Ugandans. They say, even if we come 2021 for the presidents, how sure are we that they would not announce him? But he has a strategy. Dr. Kizza Besigye, the way how I believe in him, he has a strategy. His strategy, which he had devised, that person should not appear on a ballot paper. That's what Ugandan should go with. He should not appear on a ballot paper. Reason, because he changed the constitution, he removed the age limit, term limit. That is enough evidence to show that this person is not ready to surrender power. What is the use of elections? If all people can come up and say no nomination for the incumbent, let other people come to be nominated, but he should not appear on a ballot paper. If he appears on a ballot paper, no elections. I think that was the side of Dr. Kizza Besigye. And it is not too late. Ugandan can say no. He should not appear on a ballot paper. People power, you should say no. He should not appear on a ballot paper. If he appears on a ballot paper, definitely announce himself at all costs. And nothing will he do. Nothing will he do. He's in a command of all those forces. The way how I see Ugandans who are fearing when they apprehend one member, or if they can come in the community and kill one member and they just keep quiet. How sure are we that immediately after election they have voted for the people power, they will rise up in order to overthrow the government, the current regime, with all the forces of machinery? You see. I see it as a fallacy. I see it as a fallacy. Dr. Kizza Besigye, I urge you, I respect you, and I do believe on my side, you are the next president of Uganda. But not appearing on a ballot paper too. You can be a president of Uganda if there is chaos before the election and after election. In fact, it should be before the election, because after the elections, the one who is assumed to be the winner, definitely after the chaos could be the president. But for you, it should be before. If all goes well and change happens before the election, you are the next president. We are behind you. Support you. I support you for that. But there is another reconciliation program I would like to air out. The way how we see things, for me, I don't believe in brutalizing those who are in power, because brutalizing them would not, brutalizing them all could make other people to think otherwise. I know even the forces would like to have change. It is because that they cannot initiate it. I know the forces cannot initiate change, because immediately if the forces come in to say that no, we should make change for the president, the whole world will say that security forces are overthrowing the elected government of Uganda. So the vote is on all Ugandans to rise up with the support of security forces, where by security forces cannot allow to kill their brothers and sisters for the sustenance of one man in power. Security forces cannot do that. Come on. They cannot. They run ahead because they are there to protect people of Uganda. If things go bad and you see people of Uganda are being killed on the street, how will they be insane to support whatever is going on? No. I know within Nominate people power, there are some people, big men there, who are ready. Big men are there. They are in support of you, although they cannot mention. Not that all people who are there, they do. Not that all people in the forces, among all the security forces, do support the regime, including the big people in the government. They do not support. They do not support. Because now you see whatever is happening in the parliament. However much they bring the motion, however bad it is,